that they may run. Though the vision is only for a while, it shall speak and nothing. For if the Lord said, you can count and he'll do
What
anyway,
he said, write the vision,
make it plain, that
they may run
and not faint.
and not faint.
Though
Though the vision
hallelujah,
is only for a while,
but at the end
it shall speak
and not
and not
lie.
lie.
Know that if the Lord said,
For if the Lord said it,
you can count on it tonight.
you can count on it.
He will do just what
He will do just what he said. It is so. Yes, it is so. He will do just what he said. It is so. Yes, it is so. He will do just what he said. It is so. Yes, it is so. He will do just what he said. It is so. Yes, it is so. It is so.
NewsInMotion.
Welcome to my worship time. I could not let that go. So good morning to all of you. I have slept. I'm a brand new person. I look cute today too. I got somewhere to go after this. But listen, it's a family meeting. So I'm going to let you invite anybody you want to invite. Tell them to come on and click the button. Come on in the room. And trust me, if you have little people, you may not want them in the room. We are having a Black family meeting. Now, people outside the Black community, you are welcome to listen in. But we're having a family meeting today. I spoke with too many people yesterday. I read too many text messages yesterday. I've listened to people who have been weeping. I was on with somebody this morning. I think they're joining us today as well in the chat. But listen, we're having a family meeting. I'm not holding anything back. So come on in the room. I'll give you a few moments to go tap your people and say you want to get in the room. We are having a family meeting today. Look, I got a good sleep yesterday. So I'm ready to go. I want to see who's in here. Grand Rising, Robert Holman. Grand Rising to you. I see you, Marion Jackson. Good morning to you. Shardinia, what's up? Rosanna, what's up? Deborah Johnson, I see you. I see you. Regina Shorts, good morning. Jackie, good morning. Good morning, Davia. Good morning, Latrice Jones. I was even on with Latrice Jones this morning. We had a phone conversation. This is how serious this is, y'all. Kim Edmondson, what's up? If the Lord said it, you can count on. Let me tell you, I was having my worship time. Jackie, I just see all of y'all. Yes, it is so. It is so. Today is a family meeting. Hopefully you have time today because I have some time. I got somewhere to go. But I have time to have this conversation with all of you today. So let me start here. I am coming to you as the host of News in Motion. Oh, by the way, hello to all the audio podcast listeners that are out there as well. I am coming to you as a journalist. I'm coming to you as an auntie. I'm coming to you as a mama. I'm coming to you as a grandmama to some. I'm coming to you as a sister, a niece, a mentor, a mentee, a teacher. Whatever you want to put a label, you can even put pastor on there because I am ordained. You can put whatever you want on here, but we're about to have a conversation. We are about to have a conversation. It is time for us to get out this funk, me included. I see you, Fred Jones. I see my brother in here. Good morning to you. Listen. You had yesterday. Get over it. Get over it. Because yesterday, if it did nothing more, it told us what we need to do. Time out for waiting on everybody else to take their seat at the table. You build a table. Look, by the way, sit on a rock if you have to. But it's time for you to strategize, write the vision, and make this vision plain. Stop being so wishy-washy. Stop just saying the phrases and the clicks and the this and the that. Either you're going to do it or you're not. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going there this morning. I studied these numbers on yesterday. So if you want to put a title on today, let's call it Knowledge is Power. Now, what do we do now? So I studied these numbers yesterday. I'm going to give you some revelation today. In 2020, 81 million votes went to Joe Biden, okay? Meaning there were votes, 81 million. In 2024, I see you, Judy Neal and Donita. In 2024, 67 million votes went for Kamala Harris. We're talking 14 million votes. That's a difference of 14 million. So I went looking for these 14 million, okay? I went looking for the 14 million. Now, Trump received 3 million fewer votes this election than in 2020. So now I'm looking for 17 million votes. Where are they at? Where are the 17 million votes? Where are they? Where are they? So let me show you this graph. I got these graphs. I miss you, Isaiah. Boom. This is from NBC. MSNBC had it on yesterday because it was flowing right with everything I was pulling together yesterday. The Democrat candidate, as we know, would have either been Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. In 2020, of the Latino men, he had 59%. 2024, she received 43%. Trump, on the other hand, in 2020, had 36% of Latino men. And in 2024, 55%. 55%, that's a huge difference, So I kept looking. I looked at all the demographics. I looked at educated, non-educated, although I don't like that word because I think all of us have some sort of education. Educated, non-educated. I looked at the social economic status. I looked at the gender. I looked at race. I looked at demographics when it came to urban, rural, and regular, like, city proper townships and things like that. Okay, for Trump, it was 42% to 56% Kamala Harris. However, it was an increase for Trump of 13% more than in 2020. Because, from the exit polls, because they believe he was better for the economy. Say, what? But that's what they believe. All right, here's the truth. And this is where I want to go today. Again, I'm in auntie mode today. I'm in mama mode today. Because, y'all, we cannot allow this to continue to happen, okay? And before I even get to that point of it, we also need to talk about the fact that Mr. Rogue, Attorney Jack Smith, is now saying, I guess I'm going to wrap this up. For what? But what I do love are my two black sisters, one in New York and one in Georgia, saying, Jack, you can do whatever you want to, but we're going forward with this. Hello, somebody. Praise the Lord, everybody. However you want to say it. I'm grateful for those two sisters. And Letitia James, AG, Attorney Letitia, didn't you say, I don't care who told you what. But this is what we're going to do. And we're moving forward. And I'm glad. I am so glad that she's moving forward. Because here's the truth. A convicted felon, who voted, by the way, is headed to the White House. Okay, where felons who maybe had done things back when they were 16, 17, 18, we're talking black men and you too, Latino men, who cannot vote. Okay? And we need to take that check mark off of the applications. So we got to talk about how we're going to do this. The other thing. I've listened to some of you young people, and I sympathize with you. I hear where you are. I understand. I have questions too. Me and Jesus got a relationship like that. I was saying, you're going to have to explain this one to me. I don't know what just happened, but how can you allow this to happen? I went there, even after I told y'all yesterday not to go there. I went there because I was angry about it. But now my anger is fueling action. Good action, y'all. It's fueling action. And I'm thinking, how can that happen? So the first thing we need to do, all you legal aid people out there, all you advocates out there, we need to fight for the felons. Okay? Now, I know there's some different types of felons, but we got to talk about, the different categories of felons. But we need to look at, so I looked that number up. Do you know how many people, black men in particular, are in the jail cells or prisons, or who have now been back home? They've gone through transition, but they cannot get this off the rolls? Y'all, we got a problem. We have a real, we're talking 47%. That's a huge number. We got a problem, and we got to deal with this problem. Listen, we got to deal with this problem. But here's the truth. And I don't know if it's because we still have this field Negro, house Negro thing going on. I'm going to ask you in a polite way, get over that too. Okay? We all need to work together if we really want to see a difference. And by the way, we don't have time to be talking about Kamala Harris. Honey, that girl is the most qualified person. She did that thing in 107 days with what she had to work with. Now, she ran a $1 billion campaign, and if you ask me, I think it was pretty flawless. Imagine if she had 12 months. Homeboy Buttercup, aka Donald Trump, has been known to be working on this re-election for 4 years. And he kept spinning the lie, okay? So he had time to put his game plan together. I was getting ready to say something. I don't want to say anything wrong. I was getting ready to get in my feelings, but I'm not going to get in my feelings. But he had time to do that thing. She didn't. But she came darn near close. I'm sure I'm going to cuss today. Y'all just going to have to forgive me. Y'all have to forgive me. But listen, y'all. The Republicans did not beat us. The Dems and some of the independents stayed home. That's what beat us. Now, I'm not sure why you stayed home, but we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about this thing today. What's up, Dr. Antoinette? What's up? How did you let your ass stay home? I knew it was going to come out. That's how, y'all, give me some sleep and this one I'm popping, okay? Because I've had a chance to evaluate this and to research this and to ask the questions. I spoke with a professor out of North Carolina who does political science. She's been a professor in the field for 25 years. She kept on saying, Gail, why aren't you doing this like full time? Because I'd rather be on this side because I can say what I want to say. And as we were talking, she said, you got every mark. I said, yes. She goes, why? Maybe I don't need to be out there. So that's the other thing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing right here. I don't need to be out there because then they're going to try to censor what I say. Here today, I can censor what I damn well please and say what I want to. So listen, why did y'all stay y'all's asses at home? I don't want to hear the complaints and stop all this false theology. Listen, like I said yesterday, God may have been set back and said, I'm going to just let y'all self-destruct because you're not listening to me. Y'all got comfortable at home, me included, watching worship on TV. Okay, that was cute. When you going to bring yourselves back to the fellowship? When you're going to have some of these tough conversations? So the question that I want to put out, good morning, Mary Owens. Why are we going to sit up here and let me keep going. So what are we doing now? Well, number one, y'all got pen and paper. I got all day. I got to be somewhere, but I got this morning. Let me tell you, stop being a one issue voter. Okay, let me just put it on the line because I already got hate mail anyway. I've already been told Jesus don't love me. He probably loves me more than he loves you because of that little foolish comment you put in my chat. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Women have the right to choose, period. Jesus didn't force anybody out there in the Bible From Genesis to Revelation, he did not force anybody to do anything. He said, pick up your cross and follow me. Go back to your mothers and fathers and tell them, whatever you're going to tell them. I'm paraphrasing y'all because I don't have time to pull up the Bible. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sarah laughed. She lied. He said, no, yeah, you did laugh. But, come on, y'all. Come on, Abraham and Isaac and how they had to separate and the one who looked back and turned to a pillar of salt. He did not force anybody to do anything. You have a choice, okay? So now that you've made the choice that you made, government, what you gonna do? Are you gonna pay for the diapers and the formula and the housing and the electricity? But no, you're talking about cutting Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, and welfare. Make up your mind. Make it make sense. What do you really want to do? Y'all, this is how we need to start thinking. Let me calm down. You cannot be a one-issue voter. You can't. Deal with that on the local level. But in the churches, we need to cut this stuff out. I was on Morse Road in Central Ohio on Sunday, and I heard people lying to young girls. If you vote for her, that means you're going to hell. I heard that with my own ears on Morse Road. We had to get the election protection person to come over because that was voter intimidation. Why you gotta lie about that? This girl was shook. Okay? Y'all saw me on Facebook Live with Pastor Holmes. We were talking to people out there. Like, that ain't true. You don't have to do this. Nope, that ain't true. How do you want to vote? And young people, some of you are like, oh, she let us down. How she let you down? What you do? How many postcards did you write? How many doors did you knock on? How many people did you talk to in your circle? So we cannot be that single issue voter. But here's the other thing, y'all. Know the issues. I'm going to tell y'all how issue 1 failed in Ohio. I'm like, what? After all of this and all these attorneys looking at everything that was supposed to be of issue 1, they still faked us out. We should have voted no. It's like, what in the world? This was written wrong. But they did it on purpose. So now they can keep doing whatever gerrymandering they want to do. And it cannot go back on the ballot. That's how they faked us out. Seriously. And you could not have told me that I was supposed to vote this way. You could not have told me that. Because the way I read it, and after talking to the people I was talking with, I'm like, what? Y'all, they are getting tricky. We need to get tricky too. Okay? Stop being mammy-pam, be nice. We can't be that anymore. I'm going to get to y'all in a minute. Find your people. Who's your tribe? Y'all, find your tribe. Find your people. Who are your people? Who are you surrounding yourselves with? How many people have you checked on? Who are your people? Who are your people? So let me get to some. I see you, Mary Owens. Good morning. Latrice says, we need to educate those who have been rehabilitated about their rights and responsibilities. That's how we fight for them. Absolutely. And I got a point I got to make. Let me jump down. I'm going to go to 4 and I'm going to come back to go with Latrice's thing. Tell the truth, people. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. If you have a felony, if you have credit problems, if you are unhoused temporarily, if you have health challenges, tell somebody. Y'all, stop being in this little island, in the silo. Tell somebody. We can help. And if we can't do it individually, trust me, I'm sure there's somebody who can. Tell somebody. We need to tell some. You need to say, you know what, Miss Gail, I have a felony. I want to vote. I've been too embarrassed to ask anybody. What do I need to do? Tell somebody. Y'all, today is family meeting day. Listen, remember in family reunions, we used to have these kind of conversations. I said, well, I'm going to take it to the digital platform this morning. Tell the truth. If you have a felony, tell somebody. Tell somebody. Get over your embarrassment and tell somebody. If you are having credit problems, if you have lost your job and you can no longer keep up with your bills, tell somebody. Now, y'all, when they come to y'all can't go tell their business or look at them funny or share it with anybody else. You have to be a trusted confidant. If you are unhoused, if you know you're sleeping on different people's sofas, you are unhoused, okay? That means you do not have a regular place to stay. Tell somebody. Don't be like, hey, auntie, can I sleep for tonight? I just don't feel like driving home. You are lying. You have nowhere else to go, so tell somebody. so that we can help set you up in the proper housing. Or maybe it can become more temporary, like more like a 90 days or 120 days. Just tell somebody. Listen, health challenges, tell somebody, because trust me, your health is about to get attacked from this new administration. So let me back up. Let me see where y'all at. Deborah says, yes, let's get back to in-person fellowship. We need to support, hug, and time together. We really do. Thank you, Latrice, for grabbing it. My brother says, talk, Gail, talk. My brother loves me. I love you, too. Kim Evans says, say what? Donita said, yes, sis, we need to be on fire. Rosanna says, dirty. Listen, that was the trickery stuff. I'm going to find it. I'm going to try to find it. I read so much yesterday after I woke up. I was literally like, oh. So I woke up and I got to work. But seriously, I'm going to try to put that in the Friday rundown. Y'all need to read that. I was like, what? What just happened here? Marion says, stop being a run issue voter. Tricks, know the issues. What's up, Anita? Apostle Anita, find your tribe. Virgie said they gave some people the wrong ballot. Let's talk about that, because that's on here too. Y'all all in my notes. I love this. When I'm talking about find your people, so many people went to the polls without finding their sample ballot, okay? And people were getting mixed up. They were getting confused. Y'all, I can't say it was on purpose. I don't know. But people were getting rejected, turned away, all kinds of things. I know somebody who said they got in line and they said they knew they had about 3 minutes to go and they were told you're too late. She said she's looking at her phone like, this says I still have time. It's like, nope, too late. You got to go. You're not going to get the vote. That's wrong. If there was more than one person, and this was a younger person, first time voter, if you're that, then take somebody with you. Yeah, we got to come together. We got to come together. We need to take a caravan. Speak up, know the issues, find your tribe. And the tree says time out for pride. In order to get help, you have to be honest. Number three, shop Black businesses. I'm sick of all these Facebook posts. Shop Black, buy Black, but you never do. Shop Black businesses. And when you're shopping Black businesses, get to know the person that you're having, that you're shopping from and you're buying from. Seriously. And time out. All the authors in the house. I know Davey is in here too. Listen here. Yeah, Kim, that was straight up wrong. And she's upset about it. So I'm trying to talk her off the ledge and encourage her to still vote. But we'll get to that in a moment. Listen, you are thinking that you're going to hurt Bezos by protesting Amazon. You're not. You're going to hurt the Black and brown businesses that are housed on Amazon and the Black and brown authors and the Black and brown artists. That's who you're going to hurt. Bezos now only has 10% of Amazon, which means 80% is somewhere else. Okay, so you're not hurting him, not a dime. He's not even feeling it. But those of us who have products on Amazon, that's who you're hurting. And for the people who say, oh, well, why don't you just have your own website? I have my own website. But there's many people who cannot afford to have their own website. Y'all, a website is not something you just put up and it's done. You got to pay for it. You got to do the SEOs. You got to do everything, the traffic. You have a monthly fee. Okay? Then you got to put in all the plugs and all the updates. All of that is somebody got to pay for that. Okay? And so people don't have the money to start off that way. So y'all don't cancel out Amazon, because you're canceling out all the people who have jobs at Amazon, and you're canceling out all the people who have businesses on Amazon. Okay, so let me just put that out there. So shop Black businesses. This is not a code, y'all. This is the truth. Shop Black businesses. Okay, and stop with the lie. I've said it too, and I had to correct myself. You cannot go to Macy's and negotiate now. And somebody had the nerve to push back on me yesterday. And I was like, okay, that was kind of cute, but that ain't good. They said, well, I can go to Macy's, and if I see an ink spot on here, they'll take off something. I said, then you have no returns. And then it's probably only like 50 cents or $1. Are you really arguing with that? There's now things that you can take that home and use the soap and whatever and get that out. Are we playing right now? Like, stop. Now, I do have problems when you tell me your hours are 10 to 5 and you not there at 10:30. Now, I got a problem with that. Or you post something on your wall or on your window. All right, we got to fix that. We got to do better. But y'all don't cancel out all Black businesses because of a few challenges that you've had with Black businesses. Stop, stop, stop. So I told you about Tell the Truth. Number 5, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Take classes, join webinars, and more importantly, read. I got a list of books in a few moments, but read. Y'all invest in yourselves and stop trying to negotiate. Oh, can I get a scholarship? No, because if I keep giving you things, you're not really going to take seriously what you're getting. So stop it. Stop it, y'all. This is the family meeting today. Number 6, register to vote now. I'm not telling y'all, voting's coming up in 2025. We got school boards, we got different county measures. It's already on there. Go to ballotpedia.org, put in your address, you'll see it. So some of you are already saying, well, I'm just not going to vote. That sounds stupid. Seriously. You sound stupid saying that. And I said what I said. And you want to cancel me. I don't really give a daggone anymore. That's just where I'm at, okay? Go register to vote. Because you can't sit back and talk about what didn't happen if you did not vote. I was on a conversation with someone yesterday. And I'm listening to them. They're crying. They're scared. They're this, that, and the other. And I said, okay. But here's the thing. You voted. That's all that mattered. Well, Miss Gail, I didn't vote. What? The conversation is over. We have nothing else to say. You are wasting your tears on me. You've just wasted 15 minutes of my time. I cannot talk to you. So do me a favor. When we hang up, you go and register to vote. You show me that final page of the app that you voted, then you can call me back and I'll talk about going forward. But we cannot talk about what happened on Tuesday because you did not register to vote. Get out of here with that crap. Y'all not going to want to hear it? Pay your taxes. I don't care if you have a side hustle. Pay your taxes. Okay? Yeah, Kim, voting is constant. Pay your taxes. Church, they coming for everything and everybody. It's in Project 2025. That's a part of our reading material. But pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. Number 8, find a fellowship. Okay? Now, if you have some sort of trigger going to a church, I'm sure there's some small groups out here somewhere. Start there. Okay? And then find from there. Good morning, Jeff James. Good morning. Donita, good morning. She says, we must participate in the process. This is critical. Yes, Latrice Jones, register to vote. Y'all pay your taxes. So if you have a side business, okay, and it's just a hustle, maybe, I don't care if you made $250 for the year. Report that somewhere. Report it somewhere. We can't do, and I just say can't. We cannot do what other people can do. We can't do that. No, we can't do that. So pay your taxes. All right. If you don't know how, I'm back to number 4. Tell the truth. Ask somebody. Find your people. That's number 2. So you can have these conversations. Y'all stop being embarrassed about it. And then find that fellowship. Okay, so I put a whole lot out here. Like, what do we do now? We cannot quit. We cannot quit. So find your beat. That's what we say in the writing community. When we had Ready Publication, that's how we found our writers, our freelance writers. Find your beat. What is your beat? A beat is what you're drawn to, what you're passionate about, what you love. Find your beat. Find the beat. Find the beat. If you have a passion to work with felony convicted people, transition, that's your beat, that's your passion. Figure out, okay, how do I do what I do here? How do I educate this group of people? Y'all, we cannot wait till 2025, 26, 27, or 28. Okay, we cannot wait. We have to do these things now. Find your beat. Unhouse. If that's your piece, then work with that piece. Mentoring young ladies, young men, in school education, books, reading, whatever it is, elderly. Taxes, if you know investments, whatever that is, find your beat. Find your beat. Many of you know I did 3 classes. It was one series, 3 classes for option trading. trading. Now, we had a few people in the class, and we had fun, and they're already making money. That we had a good time, okay? I'm going to do that again before the year's out. We better figure out how we're going to survive, okay? Now, I ain't giving you dooms and gloom. I'm not giving you that. But we have to stop depending on the government and other people to help us. We have to stop. We have to form our, not an organization, but our tribe. And start working with each other. Start working with each other. Let's see it. Y'all love y'all. Pay your taxes. Find a fellowship. If you're receiving money from Reels and TikTok, report that. Pay your tax. You got that right. Because trust me, they're reporting it. So you have to do that. Kim Edmondson, we can't do what the other people do. Handle your business legitimately. Lori, good morning. Lori says, find your beat. No, you know I love that one. Kim Edmondson says, find your beat. Y'all, find your beat. Find your beat. All right, I need y'all to write these down. What's up, Rodessa? What's up? Y'all, here's some suggested books. And I'm going on break. I'm going on break. I may come back next week. So y'all just going to have to put your alerts on. Because I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I need a break, but I'm like so fired up right now. I cannot explain it. Donita said this will be an uphill battle, but we need to put our boots on and get to work. We must save ourselves. And you're absolutely correct, Donita. Let me say this to you all. They're waiting for us not to do anything. They're waiting for us not to do anything. Let that be their fake news, okay? They're waiting for us. Like we beat them down. All these things are happening. We need to be like, okay, let's go. Let's go. If she could come out and address an audience, okay, with millions of people expecting her to win, if she can do that, and I cried, y'all. I cried. But if she can do that, we can do that. Okay, we can do that. So here's some books. Now, this is the rise of the the rise of the Latino far right and what it means for America. It's called Defactors. Y'all better buy that book. Listen, I have it on my iPad, or else I will show you. Y'all need to buy that book. It tells you. See, they put stuff in books now, although they're banning them in some places. They put things in books now that they don't want us to read. We better read that. Apostle Anita says, start now, stop procrastinating. Bergie Bay says, thank you, Gail, for the education you've shared with us about voting rights. We have to trust God. You got that right. I ain't putting my trust in no man. You also want, and that's by, and I'm going to read I'm going to spell the name. Paola Ramos. That's the Defectors. The rise of the Latino far right and what it means for America. Y'all better read that book. The Soul of America. The Soul of America by John Meacham. The Soul of America, a great book. Kim Edmond said, dry your eyes and get ready to work. I'm telling you. War. I'm giving y'all a lot. I don't care if y'all flip through the book, but read it. War by Bob Woodward. If y'all don't read that book, y'all got to read that book. All of these that I'm telling you are books you must read. Honor and Oath by Liz Cheney. I told y'all last year to read that book. Honor and Oath by Liz Cheney. Deborah Johnson told me about this one this past weekend. I picked it up and I'm like engrossed. I'm just all the way in it. Lovely One by Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Lovely One. Oh, that book is good. Beyond the Messy Truth. This is an old book. Beyond the Messy Truth by Van Jones. He wrote that right after the Hillary Clinton loss. You need to read that book. Case, that's back there. Y'all see it on the thing. Case, The Origins of Our Discontent by Isabel Wilkerson. Actually, Deborah Johnson gave me that book. That book is a phenomenal read. A phenomenal read. And I'm not about to give y'all a list without saying Inspire, A Call to Action by Gail Dudley. That's a book you must read, okay? Inspire, A Call to Action by Gail Dudley. And then I beg of you, I'm begging of you, read Project 2025. Please read it. Please read it. I was listening to some of the comedians last night. And they were like, y'all remember when he said he didn't know anything about Project 2025, but that was in his speech when he accepted the president-elect position. I was laughing. I said, I keep telling people, y'all, he's connected to this. But he did. He slipped it. He just kept saying, we're gonna undo Department of Education. We're gonna, get rid of Social Security. We're gonna get rid. Y'all, he said it in his speech. It's all in Project 2025. And then he talked about the people who wrote Project 2025. But see, if you don't know who they are, you would think, oh, see, he didn't have anything to do with it. His name is in there 300 times in Project 2025. Y'all want to read that. And I'm really thinking about doing a book club around this book. And maybe we can meet once a week for 15 minutes or something like that, just to talk about what's in there. Jackie said, I listened to Lovely One on Audible and loved it. Yes, thank y'all for grabbing the titles. Thank you. So here's the inspirational message, and we're out of here. And again, you just have to look for alerts. I think I'm coming back next week. I wasn't supposed to. Remember, I told you I was done, but I'm like on fire, and I'm like, I can't stop. We're in the middle of this momentum now. We got to keep going. Y'all, we have to keep going. Okay, we have to keep going. So here's my inspirational message for all of you today. And then we're out until Tuesday. I think I'm back Tuesday. I just said it, so I might as well be back Tuesday. Here's the inspirational message until Tuesday. Okay? And I want you to really lean in and hear this morning. The inspirational message is this. Get off your ass and do something. I said it. I did. I don't know what that looks like for you. But if you stay in that darkness, that spiritual darkness, it will lead to sickness. It will lead to this place of isolation. And you're going to be in this woe is me spot. Get off your ass and do something. Have a conversation with someone. With the young lady I was speaking with, the young mom today I was speaking with today before the show. She was talking about some things, and I don't know if she's on here or not, so I won't tell your business. We didn't say that. But as we were talking, I said, let's meet up next week, because I don't want her to stay there. So we're meeting next week, and I said, it's on me. Come on, y'all. Let's start treating. We don't know, especially young moms, young dads. We don't know what they can and can't do, and that she might have more money than me. But my gift to her, I'm treating you. It's on me. Just let's meet up. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's map out some things that you can do strategically as you lead a congregation. Let's do that. And that's what she does. Let's do this. Let's get together. Let's work through this. Let's do this, because you make a difference and you are important. And her fire is fire. So I want to be a part of that journey with her. Y'all, find that person. Have coffee chats with people, okay? And if you know people that are out here doing this kind of work, bless them. Yesterday, out of nowhere, my friend in Oregon, she knows I love me some Starbucks. I get this Starbucks gift card on my phone. And she says, just because you're doing the work, because you're still out there, because you're doing this. Now, that $20 gift card meant the world to me. Like, seriously. Stop being in people's pockets and purses and what they have and what they don't have. If you're called to bless somebody, bless them. But if we all start doing this work, we can have these community forums where we don't have to charge anybody, because somebody is saying, hey, I want to sponsor this. When we did the National Voters Day of Registration, we were at Kennedy Cates, and then we were at Junto, and then we were at Yellow Brick. Somebody sponsored all of that. Somebody sponsored it. Like, hey, you're registering people? Let me sponsor it. Let me sponsor the coffee and donuts. Let me sponsor the mimosas. Yeah, that's what we had. The mimosas and the sandwiches. Let me sponsor the pizza and the drinks. People were doing that. Because the bottom line is, if you're spending your time, I want to sow into that. So y'all, as people are starting to pop up their businesses, or they're producing their books or their art or whatever, let's become those people. All of you philanthropists out there, just like we had that call for Marion Jackson, y'all don't have to stop. If you may say, you know what, Marion, I'm going to do this every week for the next 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever that is. That's who we are. That's what we do. So do your part. Do your part. Kim Edmondson said, that's what I said, girl. She said, get off your ass and do something. Blessings will boomerang. Give and he'll get back to you. You're right, Latrice. Rodessa said, come on now. Donita said, that's his game. Says he doesn't know them, doesn't know anything about them, etc. Same old game. Same show with him. Marion says, thank you, Gail, for every inspirational message. I'm blessed to put it in the chat on News in Motion. I am grateful to you. I'm grateful to you all. Listen, again, if you have not watched, I don't care if you like her or don't like her. If you have not watched Martha Stewart's documentary on Netflix, watch it. Today may be a good day to watch. Yesterday wasn't good to watch it. Watch it and just keep watching it. Even if you don't like what's being said or how it's being said, notice her as a woman. Notice her as a billionaire. Notice her as the New York Stock Exchange. Notice that she was once a stockbroker. Notice that she became the first as a female. I want you to notice all of that. Then I want you to notice what happened and how the white boys took her down. I want you to notice that. I want you to notice Dr. Antoinette said Martha is worth the watch. Listen, everything that happened Tuesday is going to speak to you. You're going to see it in Martha. I'm telling you, you're going to see it in Martha. And then watch when James Comey, at that time, the Attorney General of New York, enters the movie. And watch what they say. And they tell you exactly what it says. And it's public knowledge. So you can go Google it and see that he said it. She should have never gone to prison. Never gone to prison. But he was like, I don't know, we're gonna make her an example. Y'all better watch that movie. They were threatened by this woman. They destroyed her business. Y'all better pay attention. Oh, Dr. Apostle Anita says, thank you. She goes, the $, this is CashApp, the $, NIM today. The $, N as in Nancy, I, M as in Mary today. Thank you, Apostle. Dr. Antoinette said, never. Listen, they came for her. They looked at Martha as more powerful than them. Listen to the conversation. Look, this is no joke. They didn't put an actor as James Comey. They took the actual footage and inserted into the documentary. It's his face, his words, his body, and all the white men standing behind him. I said, what just happened? Y'all, that's the real story. So pay attention. All right, y'all, I will be back on Tuesday. I am your host, Gail Dudley. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all know what I say. I love y'all. I just love y'all. I know y'all was praying for me yesterday because I was having a hard time. Stay well, everyone. And remember, make some bold moves. I'm out.
NewsInMotion.